July 17, 1994, World Cup Final, Rose Bowl Stadium, Los Angeles. 120 minutes of football, 0 goals. Everything comes down to penalties. Roberto Baggio steps up. He is the best player at the tournament. He has single-handedly carried Italy to this final, scoring 5 goals, saving the team 3 times when elimination was certain. His country of 57 million people is watching. The world is watching. He runs up. He shoots. The ball sails over the crossbar, over the goalkeeper, and into the empty seats behind the goal. Baggio stands frozen at the spot, head down, hands on knees. Italy loses the World Cup in the most painful way possible on the most watched stage on Earth. That image, one man, alone, staring at the ground, is the penalty shootout in a single frame. The penalty shootout didn't exist in the World Cup until 1982. Before that, tied knockout games were replayed, sometimes days later. If still tied, a coin flip decided who advanced. An actual coin flip for a spot in the World Cup final. FIFA replaced it with penalties in 1970, but the first time the World Cup actually needed one was July 8, 1982. West Germany versus France, semifinal, Seville, Spain. The match became known in both countries as the Night of Seville, in German, Nacht von Seville, in French, Nuit de Seville. It had everything. 4 goals in extra time, a lead that changed hands twice, and a moment of genuine brutality when the German goalkeeper launched himself into a French player racing through on goal, leaving the Frenchman unconscious and with numerous injuries. No foul was given. Then came the shootout. West Germany won 5-4, with the goalkeeper saving 2 French penalties to send his team through to the final. France's captain, Michel Platini, one of the greatest players of his generation, later called it his most beautiful game. He meant the football before the penalties. The shootout itself, he never fully made peace with. That tension, a beautiful game ending in a lottery, has defined the argument around penalty shootouts ever since. Back to 1994. Back to Baggio. The final had been goalless after 120 minutes, a cagey affair where both teams appeared gripped by tension and the fear of defeat. Italy's captain, Franco Baresi, widely considered the best defender in the world, missed the first penalty of the shootout. Then Daniele Massaro missed another. Italy needed Baggio to score just to stay alive. Baggio stepped forward. He was weary. His effort sailed high, and he later described it as the worst moment of his career. For the takers, penalties are brutal. Score, and people say it's expected. Miss, and you are remembered as the villain. Baggio understood that better than anyone. In his autobiography, he wrote, "It was the toughest moment of my career." He also said, "Penalties are only missed by those who have the courage to take them." He was right on both counts. His career goal tally in Serie A dropped significantly in the 3 seasons after that miss. Not because his technique had changed, because the weight of one moment, one kick, 12 yards in front of the world follows a player home. There have been 35 penalty shootouts in World Cup history. The 2022 World Cup alone had 5, the most ever in a single tournament, including the final between Argentina and France. Some nations have built reputations around them. Germany, across both West Germany and reunified Germany, has a remarkable shootout record, winning crucial ties against France, Mexico, England, and Argentina across different tournaments. Croatia have played 4 World Cup shootouts and won all 4, eliminating Denmark, Russia, Japan, and Brazil. England, by contrast, lost their first 7 penalty shootouts in major tournaments. 7! The psychological scar became so embedded in the culture that the country developed an entire national mythology around the inability to score from 12 yards under pressure. The difference isn't technique. Professional footballers score penalties in training at close to 100%. The difference is entirely psychological. Who can perform an automatic action under conditions designed to make automatic actions impossible? One kick, one goalkeeper guessing, one nation watching. 45 years of World Cup history decided this way, with no sign of it changing. Subscribe. Next episode, what actually happens to a country when it wins the World Cup? The economics, the psychology, and the data behind what lifting that trophy does to a nation, on and off the pitch.